So you have family coming over, you know what you got to do. You got to make something special for them. They're coming in from all these different places, and you want something that's going to warm their belly first thing in the morning. Why don't we make orange cinnamon buns? Okay, so let's get into it. I have weighed out in here AP flour and sugar mixed together. All of our dry ingredients with less the salt, which is just a quarter teaspoon of salt. Now we have everything in there. We have 1 egg right here. 1 egg, 1 whole egg. I have my whole milk measure and my butter mixed together, warmed. I'm just gonna stir that up a little bit. Should be warmer than room temperature, colder than 100 degrees or so. And I'm gonna bloom my yeast, my packet of yeast, our active yeast, in this mixture. It's gonna be doing its own thing. You should see bubbles before you enter it into the flour, sugar mixture, flour, sugar, salt mixture. Keep stirring that. Then we're going to have our stuff we need. Just to make the dough, so I've weighed it out. Let that sit for a little bit. See if we can connect some fun here to the bowl. Got my hook. Put it on real low. Just let the flour, sugar, salt mix up together. Wait for the yeast to bloom. That's the most important thing. This is an enriched flour, enriched dough, a little bit different than 1 package of yeast, our 3 tablespoons of butter, a milk mixture. All this stuff will be in the recipe at the bottom, also on the screen. So just let this go. With all the ingredients and added to the bowl, we're going to set it on low, obviously, and mix everything together. The idea is to make this dough as succulent as possible. This infusion requires some fat, which is different than most other breads or rolls that you may have seen out there. It's nice to have that extra little bit of fat to give it that punch back, a little bit of spring to it. And that buttery flavor is really, really good inside of these rolls. Amping up that orange flavor is what I'm all about, so we're adding a little bit of orange extract in the dough as we're mixing it. This dough should pull cleanly off of the hook. As you can see here, it just slides right off and it doesn't stick to your fingers in any way. That's when you can tell it's been fully kneaded and everything is fully incorporated. This is a beautiful dough. It's stretchy, it will double in size, and you'll need to let it rest for approximately an hour. Then you'll need to knead it and let it rest again. While the dough is resting, you have plenty of other things to do, like make the filling and make the beautiful frosting. Filling. I use a royal cinnamon for this filling. That's the stuff that's inside of the swirl itself with some butter. Real simple. Just bring those things together, and voila. This cream cheese orange zest frosting is spectacular. Once you have cream cheese, you need some orange zest, you'll need some vanilla, you'll need some orange extract. You're trying to take that orange to the next level. It's going to be on top of these beautifully warm, crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside buns. I can't wait for you to have this. It's been an hour and your dough has risen approximately twice its size. You're going to want to knead it together just like you would normal bread, which is folded from the outside, folded on the inside. Follow the normal procedure. Be rough with it because you want to make sure that it forms air pockets inside to rise again. After it rises again, you're going to roll it out. We need a ½ inch, approximately, a ½ inch to a quarter of an inch. Try and keep it square or rectangle, I should say, right? So that you can roll it out and then roll it onto itself with the filling on the inside. You want to leave about a ½ inch off of one side so that you can roll towards that side and then close it easily without there being any filling leaking out. The idea here is that you're making a roll that's completely sealed. I use an offset spatula to do this spreading of the filling. Again, you want to leave that one edge clean so that you can roll the dough and the filling inside as tightly as possible, because it's going to need to, again, rise once you've cut it into shape, and you need it to be completely filled and closed. Once the roll is completely formed, you want to make sure you have flat ends so that when you cut it, it's consistent. I use butcher twine to make the cut. It's so that if you use a serrated knife, it doesn't chew into it. It slices cleanly. Each one of the rolls should be about 2 inches tall. So you're looking at 2 inches, and you're going to want to group them together so they can use each other to help it rise better and grow. So I start on my way on the outside and then fill it on the inside so they have space. I am using a disposable pan this time, and also parchment paper. This is just for Jerome's laziness. I want to make sure that I don't have to do much cleaning after I've eaten 2 or 3 of these things. Just get rid of the pan. The nice thing about these rolls is that you can make them way in advance, and you can either freeze them in this state in the pan, or you can you could have frozen it as the log and then cut them up later. So you don't think of it just as a day in advance. You can think of it as, I don't know, 5 days in advance. Time to bake. I'm going to use my new Blue Star oven, and we're going to preheat that at 350. You should let it stand for 30 minutes outside the oven as the oven gets warm, preheated, and then place it in. I normally go with the middle rack. Pretty good. Still needs time. Outstanding, they look. Ready to go, ready to eat. All you have to do now is just put the frosting on. I generally do 2 frostings. One as soon as it comes out, and one when it's ready to serve. It's just a light, nice way of adding that extra frosting goodness on there, melty around the sides. Sometimes it's hard to put the frosting on because obviously I'm holding and shooting at the same time. It's kind of weird, but you're really going to enjoy these. They're just like Cinnabons that you would get at the mall or someplace like that, but they're made at home with all of your love, and you don't necessarily have to use orange. You can use any other flavor you'd like. You can put nuts in the middle. I don't care what you do. Just try these things because they're delicious and ready to eat. I ate like 3 of them the first day. It was ridiculous. Enjoy.